The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They've got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. "75 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Over here, yes. Over here. You're good.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Trucks over it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now to the air, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A good pickup there at 22.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Hey, here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2.
There you go, 368.
And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Hey. 52-44. Get ready for 57 over there.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. It's an end around. Tavon Austin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. first down carry by Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 4th down, Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, this offseason for the Cincinnati Bengals is going to be one of transition. Marvin Lewis, second longest tenured head coach in the NFL, been with the Bengals since 2003, Charles. Let go on December 31st. Happy New Year, after a 3rd straight season of no playoff football.
And he actually made that franchise relevant. You remember what a wreck it was when he took over? And then he turned them into a perennial play. Team. Unfortunately, went 0-7 in the playoffs. That helped lead to his demise. When you look at them going forward, though, there are some pieces in place, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They've got a quarterback in Andy Dalton, have a receiver in A.J. Green. That's where things start when they start the rebuilding process.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Green 18. They go 368.
Now Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We're good. We're good. They go 368.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Dalton here from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Over here, over here. You're good. Hey.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt.
Hey. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. 44. Here you go. Go. We're good. Heads up.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-line. And he's going to go down again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Good. Hey. There you go.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
57, you got 59 over there.
They'll give it to Mixon. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Operating from the gun. Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Hey, get ready for something from the left. Heavy.
Here's a toss coming right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this with Austin. He finds an opening past the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step us due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offense.
He's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2.
Over here, yes.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go, 46.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go. We're good. We're good. Go. We're good.
Dalton sets up play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And then he's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, 32 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. So now after the touchdown, Dalton will lead him up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Swing on the field, right. To the right. 26.
First down, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here you go, Cam. 59. Over here. Check 99.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Going deep downfield. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He's going to get it running right. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Back now in Cincinnati. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Well, now they'll try the end around. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go down the end again. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Preston Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He finds his man. It's Austin. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 55 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Forced out to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And Dalton to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
368!
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Again to Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 25 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Now Prescott. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Andy Dalton throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he's into the clear. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hey, getting ready for something coming left.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
We're good. 52-44, get ready for it.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. And able to find Green. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
368! Nice. 57, you got 59.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Nice. 6 guys. Here we go. Can. Over here. You're good.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
We're good. 368! 2-by-2. Move!
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything in.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Hey, getting ready for something coming left. Over here, over here!
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Move!
Dalton wants to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Get up! 46.
One last shot now for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.